honestly, I don't know why I guest host on this show. Really? So first I'd eat Mexican. Now I get to sample beer. And there's nothing like starting your Monday morning sampling beer. But the reason we're doing it is because Ontario Craft Beer Week has officially started. And here to chat all about the great beer events taking place is the president and CEO of Cameron Brewing Company, Bill Coleman. How are you doing, Bill?
Fantastic. Can be better.
Good to see you, buddy.
Very nice to see you.
What do we want to talk about first? You want to talk about Ontario Craft Beer Week before we get into Cameron's, because I know a lot of people out there don't even know what is craft beer.
Sure, that's true. Okay, good point. So craft beer. So Cameron's is amongst about 30 craft breweries from around Ontario that get together and help to promote great tasting beer. And one of the ways we do that is Ontario Craft Beer Week, which kicked off yesterday, Father's Day, and goes till next Sunday. And basically around Ontario, there are an incredible number of events. I mean, it just, here's some of the sheets here. You know, please go to the website, Ontario Craft Beer, OCB.com, and you know, Google events around Ontario, and you will see there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of events going on from the breweries to collaborative events.
Because there's a number of, we would call them microbreweries. Would you be considered?
Microbreweries.
Yeah. So is that clumped into the craft beer?
Exactly.
Like that whole microbrewery
Micros,
area?
handmade, you know, handcrafted. Most of us run without preservatives or additives, and really focus on, you know, high quality, interesting beers. So no disrespect to the majors, right?
Yeah.
But kind of pushing the spectrum on taste. You know, more hoppy flavors, interesting stouts, different kinds of beer than your classic, you know, big majors.
And you guys have been around since '97.
'97, yeah.
So even how has the business changed since '97? Since you came in?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there were some groundbreaking breweries back in the beginning. There was Upper Canada and there was Sleeman. And what you've seen recently, and there were some good years for all those breweries growing. Some of them aren't independent anymore. Some of those breweries are owned by majors. And what you've seen the last maybe 5 years is just an incredible renaissance of craft beer. And so craft breweries sparking up everywhere from Muskoka, obviously people know well.
Yeah.
Ottawa, Kingston, London, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. They're all around town. And it is the fastest growing segment in the LCBO and beer store.
Is it?
The craft beer.
And you guys all seem to get along.
We get along.
We promote each other.
We love to cooperate. Yeah, we love to cooperate and do well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have all this beer in front of us.
Cameron's.
We might as well talk about this beautiful Cameron's that we have in front of us. So let's talk about, you have 4 kind of major labels right now?
We sure do. So we have 4. The key, you got some over there.
Yeah.
There's our lager, which is a green box, right?
Lager,
so
okay.
That's a classic lager, more European style. I think we're gonna taste some later, right?
Or now.
Okay, or now. All right, let's do that. Let's taste while we're talking. So let me grab these. I'm going off camera here.
Yeah.
And so that is a classic European style lager.
Okay.
Which is, you know, handcrafted with quality ingredients. Why don't you open that, my friend? There's a fancy opener right there if you want.
Ooh, okay, cool.
And I'll open the cream. And basically what, you know, quality ingredients. So our line at Cameron's is brewed by a connoisseur, not an accountant. So no disrespect to your accountants out in the audience, but we really spend a lot of money on ingredients. Yeah. A lot of money, a lot of time to make the premium taste. Give it a try. See what you think.
Okay.
I'll open the cream while you're doing that.
So would lager be the most popular beer out there?
Lager is
the type of beer
across the industry. It's the most popular.
Yeah.
For us, it's actually our Auburn ales are number 1. But that's a fantastic good seller, and we're actually creating that in cans this summer as well.
Okay, so, quickly, let's show off this can and talk about cans, because we were talking off camera.
Yeah.
There's something about a can in the summer pulling out of a cooler with some ice.
Yeah.
It's got. I don't know if it's colder, or let me hold that still for everybody. There you go. So this will be soon in beer stores.
That is being filled on Wednesday, of all things.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, the beer's ready to go. Just got to get it in the can.
So is this something you guys have been wanting to do for a long time?
Working hard at it. Yeah, it'll be available through beer stores and liquor stores, and at a retail store, which is in Oakville. People can come and get fresh beer there. We talking about Craft Beer Week. We kicked off a Father's Day pig roast there yesterday. Had about 250 people through the brewery, right? And you say, what's craft beer? There's nothing like coming to our brewery or one of the other Ontario craft breweries and checking out what craft beer is all about. So you meet the brewmaster, you get to touch it, you get to smell the beer going through the system, taste it fresh right out of the kegs. It's unbelievable.
Because you're in Oakville, aren't you?
Oakville, yeah, just off Invictus. So now you tried.
So I tried the lager.
All right, beautiful man. Now there's the cream.
Okay, so this is the cream ale. So what's the difference between a cream ale and a lager? I'll pour this and I'll set it down for the camera so you can.
So the cream, cream. Now you're moving up in taste spectrum from your lager, which is very drinkable, refreshing, right? That is also a refreshing lager. Cream ales tended to be the most refreshing of the ales. So in the ale family, I mean, a lot in the history of beer, in a simple way, is the British were famous for their ales, which tend to be a little more heavy, full-bodied, and the Germans were famous for their lagers. So a cream ale is an ale, kind of not masquerading as a lager, but more approachable, right? Okay. And then your next up is this baby, the Auburn.
Okay, so Auburn Ale.
Auburn Ale. Take
Little
it with you,
darker.
yeah.
Okay, let me open this.
This
I think we have a couple minutes left, so we want to make sure we get through all of these.
all of these beers won awards. That one won just again a gold medal at the Ontario Brewing Awards.
This is a good one. So this one's a little bit darker.
Look at the color.
Yeah. So
compared
obviously
to your lager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can tell, maybe I'll pour a little bit more so we can kind of show on camera.
Sure.
Pour a little bit more into my glass.
Attaboy. Take a taste.
So a little bit darker.
A little darker, more full body, more hops, more hop nose. Give it a smell.
All right.
And drink that, but extremely drinkable. All these beers are available in draft and bottles, and that's our #1 seller.
This is number one.
Yeah, yeah. People love that on draft. A little bit in bottles as well.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a good one.
And
And
like
then
a nut taste to it, and oh, it's good.
yeah. And then last up before we talk about our big new special,
Right.
is the dark lager.
Okay.
So here, give it a glass
Do
again.
you find dark is a tougher sell?
Okay, well, take a look at this. Okay, now look at it. I'm going to pour this. I'm going to pour this fast and heavy. So look at the color of that. Dark, almost black, right?
Yeah. So
Use
let's put
some
that to
chocolate malts
camera.
and
This
so on.
camera here. Let's do that.
But
So
interestingly,
very
rather than being like a Guinness, a stout, this is a German Schwarzbier. So it's a German lager, but it's a dark beer. So give that a taste.
Okay.
It's as opposed to being a heavy mouthfeel, that's a refreshing lager. There's very well females in our demographic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Not as heavy as
good.
something
No,
like that as
no,
a stout.
no.
Cool. All right. So what you got an exciting news
Yeah, this
about
is
a new beer
This is
coming
new.
out too.
Okay, so
We wanna
people
get to
kept
that.
saying about Camerons, they kept saying, you need to bring more seasonals out. You need to bring more unique, different beers. I mean, we love your big four, but we want something else. So this is the first in a series. We hand bottled 200 versions of this. You can hold it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold
and that
that
is a part of the first of our oak age series. So that is a special beer which is created by our brewmaster and aged in Jack Daniel's barrels. I know it sounds crazy.
Well,
Jack Daniels.
is this
JD,
this
baby.
seems to be cold.
It's cold. Yeah. We just got to give this a try.
Yeah. Okay. So let's give it a try. Do we have any other
Okay.
glass? Or
Oh, we have to do a quick rinse, I guess. All right. All right.
Actually,
Yeah, finish it up. Oh, wow, look at that.
all right.
Okay, let's try
Is this
that.
a popular trend now too?
Yeah,
Oak
people
barrels?
love their seasonals. People
Yeah.
are lined up at the door to get this one. And we're taking pre-orders for our next level. You know, like the Nouveau Chardonnay, Nouveau wine sometimes, you will pre-order.
Oh,
We're
okay.
taking pre-orders for our next round of this one.
So this is
Sold
also a
out so
little
fast.
dark.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to get a lot of complexity there.
Ooh. Now this is something you can have a bunch of these, but this is nice.
Yeah,
even,
well,
after a nice dinner.
Yeah, it's a little higher alcohol, 7.4%. This is like
that's
a real
good.
treat. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so more information on Camerons.
Camerons.
You
Go to our website, cameronsbrewing.com.
Okay.
So Camerons with an S.
Yeah.
I definitely encourage you to check out all the rest of our craft breweries.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of being part of that group.
And OntarioCraftBrewing.com.ca.
Yeah, we better just Google it.
.ca.
We've been drinking, so.
That's it. Thank you.
Can commuters on overcrowded buses ever hope for better service in Toronto? Join us at 9 o'clock tonight. That's only